Hello, I'm back, and we are going to do another breakdown. This time, I am doing the Justice League exclusive trailer from Comic Con. It is about, let's see how long it is. It's about 4 minutes long. So let's get into it. All right, first of all, here we have Justice League exclusive trailer. This was shown at Comic Con 2017 at Hall H, and we're going to go ahead and play it. Once again, I'm going to be starting and stopping, so if you haven't seen this yet, go ahead and watch it before you watch this. Let's get going, because I'm going to do a lot of starting and stopping. So we have what looks like probably an opening sequence. It's Wonder Woman on her own, so cool. I'm glad they're showcasing Wonder Woman by herself.
What did you do this weekend, Diana?
Me?
Huh.
Nothing very interesting.
So she's still working at the museum, and yeah, it looks like it's a direct continuation from the Wonder Woman storyline that we saw earlier this summer. So it's glad that there's a continuity.
The world remains in mourning after.
So it looks like there's a black flag being held over London, and it's got the Superman logo on it. So this should be happening pretty quickly to the time of the death of Superman from Batman versus Superman. And it looks like, yeah, once again, we're continuing right where we left off. So it's kind of a cool single continuity.
Death of the Superman.
And here we have the fallen statue from the fight with Doomsday in Batman versus Superman. And it looks like either this is happening directly after those events, or they're keeping this statue like this as a reminder of not only that the people who died during the original Man of Steel Metropolis attack by Zod, and it's also memorializing the fall of Superman, which is kind of cool. It's like a almost looks like a comic book panel come to life. World without hope. So without Superman, there is no hope for the world. That's going to come into play later. So let's keep on watching. So we got J.K. Simmons turning on the bat signal, and it looks like it was almost abandoned. Like you have the plastic up there and stuff, and maybe, Batman's been gone for a while. And yeah, this is our first look at Commissioner Gordon. It's pretty cool. Let's see here. Batman's overlooking a city, and to the right it almost looks like the facility that housed the Kryptonian ship, Zod's ship, that where Doomsday came out of. And there's a giant park back there. I'm not sure exactly where this is, but I can't tell if it's Gotham or Metropolis. And it looks like off to the left there's some construction going on. So this could be where Doomsday destroyed the city. It also looks like a military base, because it looks like there's a military Hummer pulling in to the parking lot. And there's another Hummer. There's a few Hummers and military vehicles inside that area.
Has been a no-show.
That skull is awesome. You gotta hand it to Zack Snyder. He does make it look like the actual comic books, his shots and stuff. But yeah, this is Ben Affleck's my favorite Batman. I love Michael Keaton. I love Adam West. Christian Bale was okay. I think I liked him more as Bruce Wayne. But I think as far as both Batman and Bruce Wayne goes, I like Ben Affleck the most. And we're not going to talk about Clooney or Kilmer. But yeah, they're fine. But yeah, this is Batman right here.
He said the age of heroes would never come again.
It has to.
So now Batman has hope. He says, they need to come together. He's not working alone. I know that Robin was set up in Batman v Superman, but I think with the death of Robin, he kind of went to a more darker side and went rogue, and now he's decided, because of his relationship with Superman, that you got to have hope and you have to work as a team. So they're forming the Justice League. There's Themyscira, which we saw in Wonder Woman, and every time I look at a shot like this, I look for like a landing pad with no jet on it, and I want to say that's where the invisible jet is. And right now I'm looking kind of center left, and I'm thinking like that could be a landing pad for an invisible jet. But yeah, let's take a look.
I don't have any more time.
Something is coming.
So we're on Themyscira, and I'm glad that the trailer is, heavily focused on Wonder Woman, seeing how the movie was a big success. And then it looks like, if you look here, this is our first glimpse in this trailer of a mother box. And the mother box is essentially like this magical whatever. It could be whatever you want in the DC universe, but it's a stone of like great power. It's DC's answer to the Infinity Gems, but it looks like the Themyscirians are protecting this mother box, which is about to get, opened up and taken. So this right here, this cylinder right here is called a boom tube, and a boom tube in the DC universe is how, space beings travel, I guess. They're connected to the mother boxes. And I believe in the flash forward in Batman versus Superman, the part where Batman's wearing the leather jacket, which is from the future. It's not a dream, because dreams don't blow papers off your desk like the Flash did. But you can see boom tubes in that as well. So I'm sure the word boom tubes will be mentioned in the movie, and we'll hear a lot more about mother boxes. Okay, so here's our first look at Steppenwolf. We saw him in a Kryptonian hologram in the end of the extended version of Batman vs Superman. I don't know much about Steppenwolf. He kind of looks like Ares. I like this kind of mother of pearl shell design. I think it's really interesting looking. If you're going to have another giant CG guy, it's cool that he has armor, and he's actually really cool looking. I really like the way he looks. So we're going to go and we're going to listen to what he has to say, and then we're going to go back and look at some of the footage we may have passed up.
No protectors here. No lanterns. No Kryptonian. This world will fall.
Okay, we're going to go back. So he says there's no protectors here, no lanterns, no Kryptonians, this world will fall. Okay. This is huge for me. So here, let's get a shot of Aquaman.
No protectors here.
And if you look at Aquaman, we see him approaching. Oh, is that Ocean Master? He's approaching something. I can't tell who that is, if it's a statue. But as we saw in the previous Justice League trailer, there's also a mother box located in Atlantis. So I'm not sure who he's meeting here. It's either Ocean Master. It doesn't look like Mira. It looks like a male body.
No protectors here.
You see there's statues back there. But that's our really good first glimpse of Aquaman. And the first one we saw him through surveillance footage from a deep sea sort of drone. And so this is kind of cool. We actually get to see Aquaman what he'll look like moving around in the water. It's really cool looking, man. Those fish. Yeah, is that a guy or is it a statue? Maybe it's a statue and that's just where the mother box is being held.
No protectors here. No lanterns.
Okay, so here we have our glimpse of Cyborg. He looks awesome. I know he's mostly CG, but I mean, you're gonna make him, you can make a suit, I guess, but I don't think it would look this cool. And especially with the stuff they're gonna be having him doing. Now, as far as what Steppenwolf says, he says there's no lanterns. I'm excited. I know the Green Lantern movie's coming, but just to have them mention it in this trailer is awesome. Now, it says this is an exclusive trailer, and they presented this at Hall H, and this went out to the attendees of Comic-Con, and so they know when he says no lanterns, they know what they're talking about. I have a feeling if they turn this into a trailer that's going to be shown in theaters, they're going to slice off about a minute or two, because I think a 4-minute long trailer might be too long for a theater. And I could see them cutting out the lanterns line. But so far it says there's no lanterns. It doesn't mean that the Green Lantern Corps doesn't exist. I'm assuming that there's just no lanterns that have come to Earth. We know that Hal Jordan is the first Green Lantern born on Earth. But Abin Sur, who the dying alien who gives the ring to Hal Jordan, Earth lies within his sector. So it just may be one of those things where, when it comes to the grand scheme of things, as far as our sector 2814, when it comes to our sector of the universe, Earth really doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. And it might be such a little deal. And it might be, such a, like unimportant planet in the larger scheme of things, that it's the perfect place to hide mother boxes. So that might be why it's here, or why the 3 mother boxes are here. And so it's kind of cool that they set up the lanterns. I'm hoping maybe we could see Abin Sur. I really want to see Hal Jordan, and we'll see how that goes. If you listen to the Patreon podcast that I did with Stevie about the DC Universe, you can get a whole earful of what I'm excited about. But, the fact that they mentioned lanterns at all is pretty awesome.
No Kryptonian.
So here we are. It appears like it would be the Batcave, but so there's this house on a lake. I'm wondering if this is some sort of like I think this might be where Batman lives, or Bruce Wayne lives in Batman v Superman, because it looks like Wayne Manor has been destroyed. I wasn't quite clear on that, but we have Bruce Wayne looking at a hologram of what appears to be Superman. The boots, the cape, the color scheme seem right. There's a van in the background. Apparently he has a surveillance van. This may be something that Alfred gets around in when Bruce is out on missions. In fact, I think later on we may see a shot of Alfred in a van. But yeah, Bat van. And this is just cool. This is just cool. I love this. He's able to vibrate his particles so quickly that he can manipulate this glass and actually bend it before it breaks. And I like that he has a watch. Because what's funny about Barry Allen is in his regular life, he's never on time. And he's the Flash, which is kind of funny. And then he's got his watch on his right hand, which I do, and I'm right-handed, but normal people put it on their opposite hand, so he must be left-handed, I guess. I don't know.
This world will fall. Like all the others.
Okay, so it looks like Steppenwolf ground pounds. Ooh, he's got like a ship behind him. So he's got a warship, and there's a bunch of different ships coming out. So those are probably the parademons, which we'll see later. And we saw parademons in that futuristic thing. And we kind of get a view of his face. You can kind of see his eyes right there. It looks like he has a fleshy face. Let's see if we can scroll ahead. Yeah, we don't really get it. Yeah, he's got a face. Kind of looks like Daimogen. And he's got a cool skull on his as a belt buckle. So he ground pounds. It looks like he's in Themyscira. This is part of that attack. And you could see all the Amazons as we come in here. Yeah, this should be good. We're going to get an Amazon battle with the parademons.
One misses the days when one's biggest concerns were exploding wind-up penguins.
Okay, so in this movie, Batman's already had to deal with the Penguin, which is going to be nice for any future installments of the series. We don't have to get another origin story for the Penguin. We all know the Penguin. He already exists. That's kind of cool. And if they want to, they can do flashbacks, but I like that the Penguin already exists. And I like Bruce Wayne's face. Because he just lives in a world of absurdity. And it's just like, you know, he's trying to deal with this, and Alfred's trying to bring the jokes, and he's not pleased with any of this stuff. So it's like, you know, bringing up the Penguin at a time like this is kind of funny.
Concerns were exploding wind-up penguins.
This is crazy.
This is crazy. Okay, so here we have Steppenwolf. He's standing in the middle of probably that ship we saw. He's probably going to do a monologue, and these are all parademons, which are the minions of, you know, of Steppenwolf. And Darkseid, which I'm hoping we get Darkseid too. The parademons are cool. They kind of have a goggles on them. They kind of look like Doomsday from the comics before he, you know, when he was wearing the suit. But yeah, this is cool.
This is crazy.
Looks pretty Kryptonian as well. Kind of has that lava rock. Looks like lava. I really like this. I like this design.
Honestly, I think we're all gonna die.
Okay. So looks like he just gave his speech, and they're heading into the boom tube to go to Themyscira. Okay.
Honestly, I think we're all gonna die. Each of us, in some way, is held back.
So here we have the shot of the Batmobile, and then we have a square box. I don't know if this is the mother box that they're keeping in a container. I don't know if this is the mother box that helped create Cyborg, as we saw in Batman v Superman. But they're all standing around it trying to figure out what to do. It could be that they have this mother box, whether it's the Atlantean one or the human one. I don't know. But it looks like they're coming up with a game plan because they know that Steppenwolf is coming.
Some way is held back.
Don't engage alone. We'll do this together.
Okay, so here we have our first shot of all the League together. It's a great shot of Wonder Woman using the lasso. Oh, that's really cool. And it looks like she's taking charge, which, you know, is pretty awesome. Got Batman, the Flash, Cyborg all ready to go. And she's leading the charge. She's an experienced fighter. She should be the general.
Don't engage alone. We'll do this together.
It's really cool. You guys seem ready to do battle and stuff.
So that's Flash and the Speed Force. That's really awesome. Here's almost all the Justice League. Flash isn't in there. Man, I really like the look of Cyborg. He really looks cool.
Need to do battle and stuff. I've never done battle. I've just pushed some people and run away.
So Flash has a sense of humor, which is good. We need that. He's kind of the jokester in all the Justice League. We have this cool thing. Someone's jumping down. I don't know who that is. Is that Batman? Oh, did his ship fall? Is that a word? No. Something's landing on his ship. And Batman's getting out of the way of the explosion. Cool. And then we get to see Cyborg using his technology to kind of combine with technology. There we go. He like assimilates technology and he can manipulate it.
Relax, Alfred. I'll take it from here.
Do I know you?
So Alfred is not in a van like I thought. But this is really cool, watching Cyborg operate this Batman crawling machine. Maybe after it has been destroyed. And here's Steppenwolf. He has some lasers firing at him. It looks like Cyborg shooting at him. On the left? He's shooting him on the right. Oh, I don't know. Is there two cyborgs? What am I looking at? There's something here that looks like Cyborg, and there's something here that looks like Cyborg. Can he split? Is it a parademon? I don't know what. Oh, they're not shooting. They're not shooting at. It's parademons. They're shooting down. They're shooting down. Okay, at the Batmobile. And then Steppenwolf just cut it in half. And we get another kind of glimpse at his face. Right. Where are you at? Yeah, he's got a crazy face. That's cool. I'm glad he's not just a faceless robot. Which means he'll be able to show some emotion and stuff. Alright.
Superman was a beacon to the world.
Wonder Woman fighting Steppenwolf and parademons. Quick fake move. Aquaman fighting Steppenwolf underwater. So he must get the Atlantean mother box as well. So maybe Cyborg is the third mother box that they're trying to get, and so, you know, the stakes are kind of raised because, you know, we don't want to see Cyborg get dismantled.
Just save people.
Man, these shots just go so quick. Oh, this is a really good look at a parademon. They're not just faceless, they kind of have like a mouth. A little more organic. Batman knocking out one of their guns. Oh, that's cool. Police incident officer. I wonder if that's a special task force that, you know, got formed after Man of Steel.
He made them see the best parts of themselves.
Man, I really didn't notice Steppenwolf's face until now. Yeah, they really... Cool.
All right.
I don't recognize this world.
We don't have to recognize him.
Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff going on. Okay, let's go here. So it looks like there's a full-blown attack on Themyscira with all the parademons. So this is from that. That's cool. I could see this being a scene in the opening of the movie. And here's our first look. Man, we're still not getting all of them together. This time Batman's missing, but I guess it's daytime, so he might be asleep. It looks like they're at the Superman Memorial. Get a really good bright look at the Aquaman costume. It's got it's almost like a copper instead of the, you know, the comic book orange, but it still has that orange look. And the pants kind of look like aged copper, so it's got like the green tint to it. So I mean, if you're gonna do Aquaman, that's a pretty good way to do it. And his trident, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Beep. Okay, guys, let's talk about this. It's a ship crashing, and there's a bright green light underneath it. A lot of people are saying it's Green Lantern. I just don't know. They're really holding Green Lantern back. We know he's coming. Will he be in this movie? I really hope so. But I just don't know. Is that part of this ship? Is it Abin Sur's ship? Let's see. This is the same ship? I don't see green light underneath it. And it looks like it... Oh, you know what? There's a green light off to the right. So I'm wondering if that's just another one of these green lights. Because this looks like the same ship. Let's take a look at this. Hold on. Are we looking at two different angles? Okay. So this could be... This could be the back of the ship. This could be the front of the ship. And the camera's just pulling towards the... No? Yeah. So right here. This is the front of the ship on this side. This is the back of the ship. And it's shooting missiles towards us. This green light's on the back of the ship. Now if we skip ahead, we get a shot of the back of the ship. Opposite angle. Shooting forward. That's the front. This is the back. This is the green light. I don't think that's a Green Lantern. I think that's just part of the ship. Yeah, I don't think it's Green Lantern. Not saying he's not going to be in the movie, but I don't think that's Green Lantern. Come on. Come on, man. They're going to make Aquaman so badass in this movie. If you haven't read it, if you don't know much about Aquaman, I highly recommend reading Aquaman issue 1 from the New 52. Came out a couple of years ago. Even if you just read that single issue, it'll teach you a lot about Aquaman and what he's capable of and the misconceptions about Aquaman. And it's so awesome that they're making Aquaman this badass because you... Check out that issue of Aquaman. Look at this. Come on. He does a little like Fred Flintstone slide here. Whoop. Whips back his hair. That's awesome.
How many?
So we got 3 of the Justice League characters talking to Commissioner Gordon on the rooftop next to the bat signal.
How many of you are there? Not enough.
It looks like this shot isn't finished yet because we don't see Cyborg in the shot. And then he's there. So, they got to add Cyborg in. But they needed to do this establishing shot for the joke that comes next.
How many of you are there? Not enough. Do you really think that...
Oh, wow, they really just vanish. Huh? Oh, that's rude.
You said you'd come. Now let's hope you're not too late.
It's Superman. He says, let's hope it's not too late. Hope was mentioned at the beginning of the trailer. If you take a look, you see that red shoulder there? That's Superman. So a lot of people speculated that, these lights in his eyes are green. They're not. They're blue. And they're coming off his equipment. But yeah, all in. I'm all in. I hope the Justice League characters are all in. I'd like to see some Martian Manhunter show up. I'd like to see Green Lantern show up. Either it's or even like Hal Jordan is a pilot. Maybe Hal Jordan is a pilot in on the fight, kind of like in the New Frontier. I'd like to see maybe have Abin Sur show up and die during the battle, and then have Hal Jordan get the ring that way. That way you can get his origin done pretty quickly. The fact that lanterns are mentioned feels like it needs a payoff, and I don't mean like in 2020 when the Green Lantern movie comes out. I mean, a payoff pretty soon. November's right around the corner. I can't wait. It looks great. Yeah, guys, man, I'm excited. I'm excited for Justice League. I'm excited for the DC Universe in general. I heard that Shazam is coming soon. They're going to get started on that in January and February. They're going to be shooting that. Green Lantern's being written. There's a whole slate of movies coming out, including Justice League Dark, Batgirl, Suicide Squad 2. God, there's so many. I can't wait. Once again, I can't thank you guys enough for the Patreon support. Hopefully this one is a little bit more refined than the last one. The more I do these, the better it's going to get. Someone asked me on Twitter, John asked me on Twitter if he would like it if I did these with somebody else. I would love to. The only things would be logistically. If I have someone in the same room as me and I could get the camera on both of us, I could see that working out. Because of the starting and stopping, I don't know how that'll work if I did it over the internet. I don't know if there's something that the other person would want to stop and check out. I'd have to line it up, and I'd have to make sure that they see what I'm seeing, and I'd have to make sure they get recorded. I'll figure it out. I'm still going to try to do a Twitch account. I think that might solve it. I don't know if Google Live can do stuff like that, or Facebook Live or something, but I want to make sure that I don't want to put these up on the internet just kind of out there for everybody. I want to do these just for you guys, the Patreon supporters. They're kind of easy to do. I could do it in an afternoon, cut it, and do all that stuff. And so right now I like doing it like this. I hope you guys like this. Let me know again if you have any suggestions, especially on how to do these things, because I've never really done this before. But hopefully it looks a little better than last time, and hopefully next time it'll look a little bit better. So I don't know what the next trailer is going to be, but it's probably going to be the next Star Wars Episode 8 trailer. I can't think of anything coming out that I'd want to, dissect and look at and chat about. So anyway, I'll talk to you soon, and I hope you enjoyed this. And once again, me and Stevie, thank you very much for supporting all of this. Thank you. Bye.